I have not talked a whole lot about the wood pile at my house. This is my pile of wood chips. I get them probably every year or two from a local tree service who drops them off for me. They are very nice, and this is where they sit. And I don't put them directly on the plants when they're fresh. I let them sit there and age a little bit. Because when they're fresh, they haven't composted yet. You pile them up around your plants, they start to compost. And some people, argue about whether or not that's beneficial. Honestly, I just kind of like to leave them to sit and rot because there's all sorts of cool stuff that happens inside of the pile after about a year. You can see the top stuff. This was really fresh wood chips when we got it delivered. But now we've got some, and this is the edge of the pile. It's not the very center. We have all sorts of little funguses. We have ants and springtails and little isopods, and all sorts of things that are actually living in this pile now. It's like, ooh, I know, and I'm crashing their whole house. So there's all sorts of neat things that live in there. And if you let this sit for a couple years, it breaks down really nicely into something that you can put on your garden. Yeah, I thought this might be fun. This is part of the original wood pile that I think landed here 4 years ago. I'd have to look at the dates. So this is all old. This is all about 4-year-old stuff. Now, when I moved it back here, it looked like this. It's very mossy, it's very shaded. We've got lots of like yard violets and some henbit and some dead nettle and things like that growing back here. It's really pretty. It's a great little habitat, but that's not what it is now. Now it's dirt. So we'll dig a hole here. This is what we have now. Now, last year in this area, I had a giant ant colony that moved in, which is cool. I mean, ants got to do their thing. This is a great little atmosphere for them. So I don't know if they're still here. If they are, they're going to be pissed at me. But this is what is there. You can still see some of the tunnels. This is what's there after they have evidently moved on, because I don't see any. And the last time I looked out here, it was just absolutely teeming with ants, like the ground was moving. So in the time that they were there, they moved in, they took all of this wood matter and this decaying plant matter, and they dug around and they made holes in it and they aerated it and they let rain get down underneath of it and let it decompose and turned it into dirt. And it's pretty cool. That is eventually what's going to happen to this. Okay, so this is kind of cool. I'm a little out of breath, sorry. I broke through another layer of the lasagna that is the wood chip farm. Anyway, here's an overview. I'm gonna edit this out later. But anyway, so you see, here's the top layer, and then we go down one, and it's starting to rot. And as we get lower and lower, it starts to get dry. And then down here, this is like the driest part of the pile, so it hasn't started to decompose yet. Look at all those cool funguses. They're all doing their job to break down all this wood into dirt. It's just really fascinating. I'm not going to go sticking my hands in there because obviously I don't know what kind of fungus this is, but I'll take my stick. I'll poke at it a little. Maybe somebody can identify that. Anyway, this stuff is all pretty dry right now, but now that I've uncovered it, in the process of getting my wood chips out for my garden this year, it'll start to decompose pretty fast. This part of the pile will get wet and then it'll start working on this layer. So as I dig down, yeah, and I'll try to stir things up with my fork every once in a while. And this is what I'm putting on my garden currently.